let's look at part 2 on arithmetics. So which of the following number is the least? So that means out of the values, when you have negative sign in front of it, the bigger the value, bigger the number, absolute value of the number is, the less the value it is. So in this case, the least value would have been negative 3.2, which is less than negative 3.14. All right, let's look at number 12. So here, what I have to do is parentheses first. So we get 4 minus negative 2 quantity square. And when I square a negative 2, it becomes positive. So we get 4 minus 4, which becomes 0, which is choice D. Not bad at all. Number 13. See, this is cube root. When you have cube root, how do you calculate this one? So we get to realize that we're looking for something. So let's try to look at this one for a second. If you have 1,000, cube root of 1,000, then we know that to be equal to what? That's right. That's equal to 10. And then these numbers are huge. Let's look at, how about 20? 20 can be then 20 times 20 times 20. What is 20 times 20 times 20? That's right, it is equal to 8,000. So in fact, when you have 8,000, in other words, cube root of 8,000 would have been equal to 20. And when you look at these three values, they're so huge. So cube root of 3,600 has got to be less than 20. That's our answer. Let's look at number 14. When this fraction is reduced to its simplest form, then what is the denominator? So you can see that the common denominator is, common factor can be 5. Let's try to use 5 first. Then denominator becomes 20. My numerator becomes 25. Ooh, I have one other 5 that I can divide. Then my numerator becomes 5, my denominator becomes 4. So 4 becomes our denominator, the simplest fraction, in the simplest form. Number 15, which fraction is largest? When you look at it between these two, they have the same denominator. Of course, this one is bigger. Because given the same denominator, bigger the numerator, bigger the value it is. Likewise, from these two, we realize that these 37 over 100 is bigger. Now, but between two fractions that have a different denominator, but we realize that numerators are the same. When the numerators are the same, smaller the denominator, bigger the value it is. You see, it goes the opposite. Smaller the denominator, bigger the value it is. So in this case, what we're looking at is choice B. Because denominator is 99, and then denominator is 100. So you could think of it as, hey, there are 37 cookies, and you're going to divide, you're going to give them to 99 people versus 37 cookies, and then you're going to give them to 100 people. Of course, when you have 99 people, you get a little bit more cookie or more fraction of the cookie than before the other case. All right, so therefore, choice B becomes our answer. Number 16. It takes 1.5 cups of sugar to make one batch of my favorite cookie. Oh, here it goes again. How many cups of sugar would take to make half a batch? So that means we need to divide this one by 2 because we're making a half. Then what does that mean? We have 1 and a 1/2 divided by 2 is same thing as, but let's try to make this one into improper fraction. Then that's equal to 3 over 2 divided by 2, which is equal to 3 over 4. So 3 over 4 becomes the answer. All right, let's look at the next question. When you want to add up the 3 fractions, then you got to have the common denominator. And you can see the common denominator has to be equal to 6. So 1/2 becomes 3 over 6. 1/3 becomes 2 over 6. And then original one, which was 5 over 6 was there. And when you combine them together, what do we get? Oh, we get 10 over 6. But when we get 10 over 6, oh, we can simplify this one. Divide top and bottom by 2. So 5 over 3. So choice A becomes the answer then. Number 18. They want us to make this one into the simplest fraction, or simplest form. Then one simple way which we can do is we can multiply by the common denominator. We realize the common denominator is 10. So let's do that. My numerator becomes 30. My denominator 10, and then 5 cancels away, gives us 2. So 2 times 2 becomes 4. And then 10 cancels away, minus 1. So 30 over 3, which becomes 10. So choice A becomes the answer. Number 19, x equals 2, y equals negative 3. So then our expression becomes 5 times 2 minus 2 times negative 3. So what do we end up getting, guys? Here, this becomes 10. This becomes plus 6. Hence, we get 16, which is choice C. Number 20, t equals 3. Then only thing that we're going to do is substitute 3 in place of t's. So s becomes 3 minus 1 over 3 plus 2. So we get 2 over 5. That's it. Choice B. B becomes the answer. All right, with that one, we are done. I'll see you later.